Hello guys, welcome to another video on BTC. BTC to 50k, is that really possible? I'm sorry guys, BTC to 50k is not possible. Though the market reacts in a very funny way and nobody can really predict the market, but BTC to 50k, I'm not certain it's possible. Even now in April, we are still in the bear market. We're not yet. We are still in the bear market and we are still accumulating. This is not a bullish or something crazy season. We are still on a bear market, so I want you guys to trade carefully. Being on a short-term trade is better than being on a long trade at this point in time. So right now, let's go into this video. So you can see how Bitcoin exceed our point A. From our last video, our point A was one of our resistance points, and it was our supply point where the prices are very cheap and sellers will want to come in and take profits, while our point B was our demand zone where prices are very cheap, where buyers want to come in and push this price up. So you can see our support zone, which is our major demand zone since the past months, and our resistance zone, which is our major supply zone since the past days and months. So you can see how the market has reacted to these zones. From our support zone, you can see how we bounce back to our resistance zone and fell back through to point B, back to our resistance point, then back to point B, to point A, to point B, to point A, then went past point A. And right now, then in our former video, we said we wanted to wait for a little retrace, touch our point A before going back to our resistance zone. So if you go down to lower time frame, you see that the retracement happened, even though it didn't happen in a very long time. It happened very shortly and very brief. There was market consolidation within like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, so the market pushed up to 45k. So guys, so after the push from our point A down to our resistance level, so something I'm seeing a retracement back to our point A, or even below our point A, back to our symmetric triangle, which is this structure over here. That's our symmetric triangle. So I'll be taking this chart to a 4-hour time frame, so we'll see something very clear. Okay guys, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see something very clearly. You can see how, okay, you can see the retracement here, and this was the tiny consolidation that happened after the break of our point A. This is our point A, if you remember. So this around here was the tiny consolidation that happened around even more than 4 hours here. You can see 1 2 3 4, that's around 16 hours. Then the push upward, then the rejection, then push, rejection. So let me include something like the RSI on this chart, so we see something like. But before I include the RSI, I can see a channel forming right here, so let me just include that. This is the channel. You can see how prices has been going around this channel. And right now, let me start from the starting here. You see this, then back up, then back up, down, up, this point, up, down, up. Right now we've touched our major resistance level, so I don't expect this thing to go back up breaking this level. Might see a retracement, then back to our 46k, then back down to our zone, our symmetric triangle. This zone around here, that's our symmetric triangle. That's so. Let me take this. Okay, let me include the RSI. You can see this. So we are at the overbought region. We are at the overbought region. Then you can see how prices has reacted in the past few hours. So we expect Bitcoin to dip a little bit or retrace a little bit. Then you see prices around our oversold region, then maybe back up to 45k, 46k, then back down to our major zone, which is our symmetric triangle, or around this region. And notwithstanding, don't even forget that the first, with all this latest development, the first we want to come in with a very massive interest rate hike. So always be careful in this market. I prefer a short-term market over a long-term market. When I mean short-term, I mean selling market over a buying market. But wait let's see how the market reacts around our point A, which is one of our major resistance at from our video. Right now I want to see if it acts as a support. If it acts as a support, then we might see BTC going back to 45k. But if it doesn't act as a support, we are going back down towards point B, or our major support zone. So guys, I want you guys to trade carefully,